Hey folks, how we doing? I'm going to show you a couple things in Excel. Uh, if you've never used Excel, it's the most amazing program in the world. So it's just a spreadsheet. You can just start typing numbers like 1, enter, 2, enter, 3, enter. And then you might be saying to yourself, well, why don't I just have it automatically count for me? So it can do that. So you see how I gave it the pattern 1, 2, 3? So if I click and drag down, and so I highlight 1, 2, and 3, and then you'll see at the very bottom corner there's a little sort of square. If I drag that down, so if I hover over it, the little cursor turns into a plus sign, and I can drag it down and it counts for me. Oh, that's cool. Let's say I just put the number 5 right here, and then I drag it down. What's it going to do? It's going to, just put a bunch of 5s. And it did that because you only gave it one number. So if you want it to start counting, remember you got to give it like a 5, enter, 6, enter. So it needs the pattern, and then you could drag that down. Ta-da! What if you give it a fancy pattern like 2, enter, 4, enter? Will it count by 2s? I'm assuming it will. Let's find out. Ta-da! It did. Okay. Um, and then Excel is also pretty fancy. Let's say I want to highlight all these numbers. I can click, hold, drag, or I could just click on the column G. It highlights that whole column. Maybe I want to make everything bold, so you could click bold. So it's kind of like Microsoft Word. Maybe I want it to be centered in the column, so I can center things, right side, left side, so you can make things look nice. Okay, let's say I want to get rid of this column B. You can just click on column B, and then you can delete it over here. Delete. Okay, that's nice. Maybe I don't want column C, D, E, and F, so I could just delete all those. Okay. Maybe I just don't want this little section right here. Maybe instead of deleting that, maybe I just want to clear it. Clear. Clear all. You'll notice there's certain times when clearing is better than deleting. So if I highlight these two, and if I hit clear, they're just going to get empty. So I hit clear, and you see how they just got empty? But if I highlight those two and I hit delete, then they're going to disappear. Aha. Okay, so there's a slight difference or big difference between delete and clear. What if I wanted to add the 1 and the 5 and then the 2 and the 5? So I want to add the thing in this column plus this column. So what you could do, if ever you want Excel to think for you, you give it an equal sign, and then I want this number right here, so I click on it, plus, so shift equal, that's a plus this number. And you see how it's sort of highlighting this square, this cell, and this cell? So it says equals A1 plus B1, so column B, row 1. You hit enter, and it adds the 1 plus 5 to give you 6. Oh, that's cool. So Excel knows you probably want to do that for all of them. So if you just click here and you drag it down, it adds them all up. 2 plus 5 is 7, 3 plus 5 is 8. Oh, that's amazing. Maybe you want to get fancy and you want to put these numbers with a border. You could do that. Maybe you want these numbers over here to have a yellow background. Okay. Oh, not a yellow background. Maybe a blue background. Okay. So maybe you want the numbers to count across. So maybe I'll put a 1 arrow over to the 2. And if I highlight those, I can drag it across and it counts for me. Maybe I want these cells are kind of wide. What if I highlight all these and then I say format and then the column width. The columns are a little wide. Let's see if I auto fit column what it's going to do. Oh, that's a little bit too small, a little bit too narrow. Let me go back. Column width. It says it's 1.43. What if I just put a 5 there? Oh, that looks nice. So if you can think of it, Excel can do it. So that was just your brief little introduction to Excel. And we got a bunch more videos to follow. Hope you enjoyed that one.